Hey, it's Dougie Fresh in the flesh, here to give you my absolute best to last breath. Yes, sizzling and delivering with zeal and zest to help you on your quest and becoming your best. Got the book review, finally, in a while, went deep into this one. Hardwiring Happiness by Rick Hanson. The new science, the new brain science of calm, contentment, and confidence. Okay? We got Thich Nhat Hanh commenting on it. This guy has the best-selling author of Buddha's Brain, another great book he had, Neuroscience. And I got a lot to say about the book. This isn't just positive psychology. This is actual, factual neuroscience, meaning parts of your brain light up. And that means something. Okay, first of all, the nervous system. What is it? It goes through your entire body. You look at these trees behind me, the branches. There's branches of the nervous system all throughout. It kind of looks like that. Or imagine telephone poles and telephone wires shooting out in all different directions. That's what it's like. Okay? So there's key fundamental things in neuroscience, like neurons that wire together, fire together. Neurons that wires together, fire together. Is it raining or is the trees just leaves just falling? I don't know. I think it's raining. Oh well. Anyway, I got the note here. There's a process in this book, Hardwiring Happiness, they call HEAL. Have a positive experience. Have, H, enrich it, absorb it, and then link it to something else. HEAL. They use it throughout the book. You want to let go, let be, and let in. Let go, let it be, and then let in. Which is you release, accept, and then absorb. Okay? Maybe you should take some notes on this stuff. This is powerful stuff. Like this right here. Positive, good. All right? Positive and good, he says, basically leads to happiness and benefit to oneself and to others. While negative and bad leads to suffering. Not pain, but suffering. It's something we choose to oneself and others. That's that harm, suffering. So he talks about the reactive brain. The reactive brain is red, the responsive brain is green. And when we're in these different modes, these different states of being, it then causes certain behaviors to manifest and emotions to come about, which either serve and support us or work against us terribly, negatively. Now, the brain has a negative bias, okay? It's like Velcro for the bad and Teflon for the good. So the bad stuff sticks in our brain, which does, it's horrible, but that's how it's evolutionarily adapted our brain, okay? It goes more in depth of that in the book. So evolutionary, over time, we needed this negative bias, okay? But now, it's no longer needed. So we need to, bit by bit, synapse by synapse in our brain, rewire it to obtain our happiness. So it also talks about the best way to do this is to compensate for the bad by taking in good consistently and consciously. I'm talking about daily times throughout your day, at least 3 to 5 times a day. You want to really let an experience sink into your body. Let's take an example of this bird chirping, calmness, the breath, the safety around me. The meal I just ate, the salad, which was delicious. And you take it in, that stillness, that silence, and you enrich it and you absorb it and you really give yourself permission to feel it. And this is what will activate happiness, and you want to sink it in your brain, and then it'll fire off more often, and you want to create the habit of happiness. Huge ideas. Compensate and mitigate by regularly taking in the good. Sights, sounds, which I just did 2 of them, friends, conversation, tastes. Make sure they serve you. So there's safety, satisfaction, and connection. In safety, you want to avoid harm, right? So that's the avoiding brain. Satisfaction, approach rewards, you're approaching. And then connection, attached to others and connecting, attention, and attaching phase of the brain. And it's not distributed by threat, loss, rejection. No real bias for aversion, grasping, or clinging for our craving. Okay? That's the green brain. It doesn't have those things. While this is a responsive mode, it also has little or no fuel for stress, sadness, anxiety, drivenness, hurt, irritation, satisfaction, envy, conflicts, or suffering. It's the green brain we want to cultivate. While the red brain is mainly all that stuff, and it's reactive, it's fearful, it's frustrated, and has a lot of heartache. Okay? So think about how we can hardwire your own brain for happiness by being more observant, taking the time to consciously, deliberately, intentionally take in good and grow those inner strengths. That's how. It's a healing process. It's the HEAL. If you have trouble doing this, say I'm going to be a good friend to myself. I'm going to be a good friend to myself. I'm going to allow and accept this to happen to myself. So that'll give it to you. You got to take notice to your thoughts, to music, to senses, to emotions, desires, things already in the moment, in the background of your mind, in the background, and bring it to the foreground of your brain. You're already having one, or you can create and cultivate one. And notice your own awareness is an excellent opportunity for good, because awareness is inherently peaceful. So awareness itself, that's very meditative. Next, I'm going to go off a list here. The list is how to create positives. Here we go. 1, find good facts in your current setting. Well, let's see. There's a plane up there. That's pretty cool, right? That's a cool fact. There's nice weather out. I'm in a nice city of Pittsburgh. Feeling good. So those are current facts. That's the only example I'm going to use, but here's the list. You think of examples, maybe write them down. Next, recent events. Find good facts in ongoing events. Good facts in personal qualities in yourself. Really find the good facts. Are you courageous? Are you adventurous? Are you humble? Are you sensitive? These are good things. Anticipating good facts in the future. What are you excited for? Sharing good with others. Finding the good and in the bad. So being an alchemist. Turning things into gold. Caring about others. Number 9, seeing good in the lives of others. Just admiring and aspiring to be like somebody, appreciating them. Imagining good facts, producing good facts, directly evoking a positive experience, seeing life as an opportunity. Another awesome thing. So those are creating some positive things you can notice. Just notice it. Last couple things here. Brain building. Your brain says, remember this one. That's what you want to have your brain do in experiences that matter. An amazing experience. That's what your brain's doing. It says, remember this one. I'm on top of a mountain. I'm running. I'm looking at a beautiful view. My brain says, remember this one, Dougie. And it gets integrated into my memory. And it gives me memory happiness, it's called. But taking in the good is like making a fire. Okay? Step 1, you light it. You light it, throw some firewood on there. That's step 2. You're going to add fuel and keep it going. And finally, it fills you with warmth. This is what taking in the good is like. It's like making a fire. Make the fire, add to it, and let it fill you with the warmth. 5 major factors enrich and heighten conversion into neural structure in your body, in your mind, of happiness. That is 1, duration, how long is the experience. 2, intensity. 3, multi-modality, how many different things is going on at once. Maybe all 5 senses are activated. Maybe there's a 6th sense. Novelty, huge. Your brain's really gonna work hard and remember things that are new. First time I was here, I remember it. And lastly, personal relevance. It's definitely gonna make a huge difference if it's personally relevant to you. Okay? Those are things that you will build your brain. Build its memory, build its happiness. How can we do that? That's how. Last, flowers and pulling weeds. You don't want to get hijacked by the negative. Accept, be with the difficult experience, witness it, give self-compassion, understanding to it, firstly. Secondly, when it feels right, let it go. And third, call upon a positive experience. This is the 4th step in linking it. If you want to link it to a positive to a negative, you don't have to. This is the L and the HEAL. Not necessary, but could be done. And then some good lessons, blocks to any inner peace. I'm just going to go over a few. Distractibility, not in touch with your emotions or feelings, uncomfortable with turning into your own experience. With tuning into your own experience, you're uncomfortable with it. Blocks specifically to taking in the good. These lies here. Concern that you'll lose your edge in business or life, right? If you no longer feel happy, realize that building up inner resources such as confidence and happiness can only aid your success. It also lets you see more opportunities. So that's a lie. You're going to lose your edge in business or life if you get happiness. That's BS. That foundation can still be very determined and ambitious if you can have happiness. Fear that you'll lower your guard. There are payoffs in not feeling good. Fear if you let yourself feel good, you'll be disappointed. These silly things, silly things. So that's the book, Hardwiring Happiness. It's a little summary of it. Really good book. They give a little reviews at the end of each chapter, but I ended up reading the whole book because it was just so good. I really wanted to sink in. A little bonus here, something for men. As a man, the blocks, extra one. As a man, you've been socialized to be stoic and not care about your experience. You must need to refuel or you'll run out of gas. Also, building up your inner muscles makes you stronger, not weaker. So you gotta allow yourself to be happy. Happiness is something when people talk about, I know I have that. I know I can cultivate and generate it. This book helped even more. But I see so many people that have these disempowering beliefs that don't allow themselves to feel it. And it's sad, and I want it to change. And then women, as a woman, you've been socialized to make others happy, not yourself. Your needs, desires have to have the same standing. If you want to better care for others, you must nurture yourself. You can't treat somebody better if you don't nurture yourself. You'll just end yourself in the long run shorter. So live longer, feel better, so you can deliver better. Okay? That's the book. Again, bit by bit, synapse by synapse. Neurons that fire together, wire together. This is the neuroscience. Build happiness. Hardwire your brain. Train your brain to become happier. And it will affect your wealth, your health, your love. It will affect your other areas of life. Okay? Stay fresh. Stay blessed. Peace.